Adam Donald King is my guest. He's a labor union analyst with the University of Manitoba. Thanks for taking the time, and much appreciated, Adam.
No problem.
All right, so let me get this straight here. So the flight attendants are voting on just the pay part of this, correct?
That's correct. This is a bit of an unusual ratification vote. Under normal circumstances, of course, a union would bring a full package proposal to their membership for a ratification vote. But because of the circumstances of this negotiation, as I'm sure everyone remembers, we had a technically illegal strike happen where the government intervened and tried to prevent CUPE from striking. CUPE defied that order, struck anyways. And this is part of the settlement out of that. Essentially, they signed off and agreed on a range of things and left only the pay package up for vote of the membership.
All right, we outlined some of the numbers on the table: 12% for newer flight attendants, more junior ones, 8% for more senior ones, and those numbers in terms of pay increases would go up in the years ahead. How does that line up with what other flight attendants get in the industry? What do you think?
Well, there's no question that it would still be a precedent-setting contract and that Air Canada would continue to be the sort of industry standard bearer and would shape negotiations going forward at WestJet and also at Porter, which CUPE just unionized recently. So there's no question that it would still be the sort of standard-setting contract. The issue is, of course, that flight attendants are looking at what Air Canada settled with their pilots for last year. And in that case, those pilots got more in percentage terms in the first year of their agreement than CUPE members would get in the entirety of their agreement. So there's quite a discrepancy here between the settlement for flight attendants and the settlement for pilots. And I think when you look at how mobilized the flight attendant membership was around this negotiation and around the strike, I think what it indicates is that there was a very high expectations among flight attendants.
Hey, what happens if this deal is rejected? Does it lead to a strike? What's the story for Air Canada and, of course, all those passengers that rely on the airline?
Well, no. As part of the settlement, CUPE also agreed that if a vote was a no vote, that this deal would be sent to arbitration, not back to a strike, which is also unusual. Under normal circumstances, when a tentative agreement is reached during a strike, if a no vote results, that means the strike is resumed, but not in this case. The wage package would go to arbitration. The rest of the deal would be secured as is, but the wage package would go to arbitration. And so that's a real risk for members. I mean, it's unlikely that an arbitrator would impose a settlement that's below what's on offer right now, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. So it's a real risk.
Good to see you, Adam, and thanks for taking the time for CTV News today.
Thank you for having me.